a little chilly in here? You know what would help make it warm up? If you stand up, if you're able. Move your body a little bit. Yeah, that's gonna help. Welcome to Unity of Tucson. I'm Dr. Jonathan Zenz, and we're gonna celebrate some love today. What do you say? Sound like a good plan?
Gonna wash the dust off my soul. Gonna listen to some rock and roll. No cares, come what may. I'm making it a beautiful day. I missed it, didn't I? Here we go. Gonna drive my car to the sea. Swim out far, 'cause I believe that the waves will wash the gray away. I'm making it a beautiful day. But let me hear you say, oh, oh, my, my. I'm learning to fly. Hey, hey, what's that you're saying? Let's not forget we're alive. Yeah, let's not forget we're alive. How are you doing this morning? She says she's wonderful. Love to hear it. How are you doing, Laura? Fabulous. How about you, Nancy? Magnificent. That's the word. Yes, here we go. Gonna climb that hill behind my house. See what this place is all about. 'Cause from above it all, you can't help but say, it's gonna be a beautiful day. It's gonna be a beautiful day. But let me hear you say, oh, oh, my, my. I'm learning to fly. Hey, hey, what's that you're saying? Let's not forget we're alive. Move that body. Yeah. Gonna turn my enemies into friends. What's broken gets stronger when it mends. When we all come together, this song will play. We'll sing, it's a beautiful day. And it's gonna be a beautiful day. Oh, oh, my, my. I'm learning to fly. Hey, hey, what's that you're saying? Let's not forget we're alive. It's gonna be a beautiful day. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Let's make it a beautiful day.
Yeah, you get the blood going and, get the body moving, and it warms up real fast, doesn't it? Yeah, once again, good morning. Welcome to Unity of Tucson, where we are going to make it a beautiful day because we've decided to make it a beautiful day. I'm so delighted to share this morning with you. Whew, I got to catch my breath. Yes. As I said before, I'm Dr. Jonathan Zenz. I am the senior minister, the spiritual leader here at Unity of Tucson. We are a spiritual community that is grounded in love. First and foremost, and really that's it. That's all I ever really want to talk about is love. And from love, we derive the experiences of joy, health, happiness, magnificence, because that's what it's all about. And so that's what we celebrate here every Sunday, and I trust that we take that from this place and we spread that love and kindness all over the world as well. Now, as I say every week, you may not believe everything you hear today. If you're new to our community, you may not believe everything you hear today, and that is absolutely okay, because we're not here to tell you what to believe. My encouragement is that we get in touch with each and every one of us individually, that we get in touch with what it is we believe so that we can make determinations about how we would like our life to unfold. Because as the great Master Jesus offered, it is done unto you as you believe. And so as we explore what it is we believe, what I think we will find is that our beliefs are creating our experience. And so if we would like to change our experience, it's not about trying to change that stuff out there. It's about addressing the beliefs that we hold within. And so that's part of the teaching that we offer here. And it is a teaching. And you get to decide whether you take the teaching and utilize it or not. I'm not here to tell you what to think or what to believe. Hi, Laura. Laura says she believes everything I say. And I say every single week when she says that, that's a dangerous proposition. Yeah. We also have a vision and a mission here at Unity of Tucson, and I would love for us as a community to say out loud first these words of our vision statement. Here they are. We envision a world awakened to its magnificence. And as I say each week, the vision is how we choose to see the world. The steps to get there are what are offered in our mission statement. So let's say these words of our mission together. Love only, forgive everything, remember who you are. Love only, forgive everything, and remember who you are. I'm going to invite us all to just take a moment to reflect on those words. I'm just going to, if you want to close your eyes, you're welcome to. And I just want you to hear those words and really get in touch with what happens for you in relationship to those words. Love only. Forgive everything. Remember who you are. You're welcome to open your eyes. Sometimes I think it's important that we take back what oftentimes becomes rote. We say this every single week. And sometimes I think, oh yeah, here comes the mission statement. Love only, forgive everything, remember who you are. But really getting in touch with what it is, what those words actually mean, and how we can incorporate them into our lives if we choose to do so. That's really important to me. And so I trust that whatever came up for you is right. If you are joining us here for the first time today, let me first acknowledge anyone who may be joining us online, watching the video for the first time today. Whether you're watching live right now on a Sunday morning, or you're watching at another time through the video archive, it is a delight to have you share your energy with us and to be in this communion, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If you go to unitytucson.com/connect, you can fill out some information there, and we can keep this conversation going. So thank you for being here with us. Now, if you're here with us in the room for the first time today, let me first say, as you were coming in, there was a gift that was available. If you didn't notice that there was a gift available, you can get it when the service, the celebration today is complete out in the lobby. And that is our gift to you. But there is something else that we would like to share with you. And so if you are comfortable with identifying yourself as a person who is joining us for the first time today, would you either raise your hand or stand up so that we can acknowledge you? Grateful to have you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, I said we have something to share with you. And yes, and I think we're ready to share it, are we? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. You are magnificent. Yes, you are. And I'm so grateful that you shine your light and share your magnificence with the world and that you're sharing it with us here today. And we know that about you, what I claim is that I know that about you because I choose to believe that every person I encounter is a reflection of that, something inherent within me. And so I choose to see in you your magnificence as a reflection of my magnificence, and we can be in this infinite circulation of magnificence. So if you are open to accepting that as an idea for yourself, let us say these words together. I am magnificent. That was good. Yeah, I love that. So, Happy New Year, magnificent ones. And to you. We also honor all faith traditions, all religious paths, all spiritual ideas with the understanding and our firm resolve that each and every one of them is pointing to the one God. love, light, life, peace, power, beauty, joy, the magnificent creative energy that is central to all that is and is all that is. So we've adopted a ceremony here at Unity of Tucson called Lighting the Flames of Faith, and guiding us each week in our ceremony are our keepers of the flames. And here today are Lynn Peterson and Laura Cass.
Good morning, everybody. Well, Happy New Year. It's a new year. Can you just absolutely believe this? This always makes me think back about Y2K and the planes were going to fall out of the sky and all these things that were going to happen. And, you knew they weren't, but there was still this kind of thing like, yeah, maybe. But, it didn't. But anyway, how time goes by and how can we believe that much time has passed?
You want to talk about time?
Huh? Want to talk about time?
I want to talk about time.
Yeah.
He's my eldest.
Yeah, I know. And he doesn't look a day, Jonathan's birthday was the 4th, and you don't look a day older than you did last week,
No, you
so
don't.
congratulations.
I saw you Wednesday. You don't look any older than you did Wednesday.
It says youth.
That's the passage of time.
That's the passage, that one right there.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty special. We have Mom and Dad both here, isn't it?
Boy, you're cornered now.
So I want to first of all congratulate Mirza Nebeker, who did a wonderful meditation this morning. That was absolutely beautiful. And if you all haven't made it to meditation, it starts at 9:30 on Sunday mornings. And I will tell you, today was a day, whatever words you used, just really, really filled my heart. They were wonderful and warm. The other thing I wanted to talk about words for just a minute, if you did put a word on your white stone last week, I hope you're really doing, as Jonathan said, really put it someplace where you can look at it every day. I have mine in the kitchen, and I see it many, many times during the day, and it reminds me of the journey that I am going on. It's not just a New Year's resolution where I'm going to do blah, blah, and then I forget about it. I'm really looking at that word every day and saying, this is where I'm going for this year, for the new year, and putting my energy behind it. So I really encourage you to look at your stone. So with that said, let's think about all these wonderful people in the world who need the love that we are sending them this morning. And there are so, so many. So we practice compassion and recognize the huge numbers that need compassion. We send it. So first of all, we light a candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light a candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous people, the way of primal spirituality. We light a candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light a candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light a candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light a candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light a candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to divine love as the highest calling. We light a candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light a candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light a candle for all those who are as yet unaware of the power and presence of Spirit in their lives, and for the space that we are holding for them and for all faith traditions unnamed in this ceremony. The final candle is the healing candle. It represents the revealing of the divinity at the core of all experience. This is your candle for whatever is in your mind and heart that requires the light.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mom. This candle here, if you are new to our community, is our peace candle. And we choose to keep the peace candle consistently illuminated with this in mind, that its consistent illumination is a reflection of a consistent illumination of peace in our own hearts. And as we, each and every one of us, allow our inner peace to inform our thoughts, our intentions, our deeds, and our actions, right where we are, each and every one of us is creating a more peaceful world. So let's honor that idea. Let's honor that understanding by stating out loud together this prayer for world peace. Divine love indwells each person and radiates from one to another. Harmony is established and peace reigns in the world. I am so delighted today to introduce one of our glorious prayer chaplains. We have a magnificent core of prayer chaplains here who are available to you for times when you are in need of prayer. And every week I invite one of the prayer chaplains or one of our staff ministers to offer some inspiration by giving us a reading that they choose. I don't choose it for them. But also leading us in our monthly affirmation. And we have a new affirmation this month, and I'm so excited. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the affirmations for this year. I wrote all of the affirmations for last year, but I put it out to our prayer chaplain group to write the affirmations for this year. So each month is an affirmation written by one of our prayer chaplains. So we have a new affirmation today. You'll see, it'll say who wrote it. Actually says on the card who wrote it if you got your card as you walked in. But then also our prayer chaplain or staff minister each week offers a prayer as well. Here today to do that for the very first time is one of our magnificent prayer chaplains. Please welcome Nancy Bevins.
Thank you. Good morning. I've selected a couple different readings for this morning. And the first one was a reading written by a gal named Laura Dexta for an article she wrote. And the name of the article was A Prayer for Children, Joy. Joy, inspiration, enthusiasm, connection, and love are balanced, centered states that occur when we are tuned into our hearts. Sometimes we think big equals better, but joy is often found in the simple, quiet moments. And a quote from Maya Angelou: "When you wish someone joy, you wish them peace, love, prosperity, happiness, all the good things." And our affirmation, because we have a new one for this month, I'm going to read it once by myself, and then we'll read it together twice. I open myself to my true nature, joy. Okay, together. I open myself to my true nature, joy. One more time. I open myself to my true nature, joy.
It's like the air around me. It's like the sunlight light on my face. I feel the love of God around me. I am touched by amazing grace. All I ever wanted and all I ever needed was already there. Closer than the sunlight, nearer than the air. I breathe in, and I am filled with the Spirit. It is health to my body. It is peace to my mind. It is joy. It is joy to my soul. I breathe out a simple prayer of thank you. And my breath becomes a song that was singing all along, that is singing everywhere. It is nearer than the air. I invite us all to relax in this pure, perfect moment as Nancy leads us in affirmative prayer.
This is the year I tune into my own spirit, my own knowing. I go within. I consciously seek joy in all I do, in everyone I speak with, everywhere I go, in every situation. I see my own divinity. I feel it, and then I take it out into the world. This is the year peace reigns in my thoughts. Generosity steers my actions, and I make joy the focus of everything I say and do. And so it is. Amen.
I breathe in, and I am filled with the Spirit. It is health to my body. It is peace to my mind. It is joy. It is joy. It is joy. It is joy to my soul. I breathe out a simple prayer. Thank you. And my breath becomes a song that was singing all along, that is singing everywhere. It is nearer than the air. It's like the air around me. It's like the sunlight on my face. I feel the love of God around me. I am touched by amazing grace. And all I ever wanted, all I ever needed was already there. Closer than the sunlight,
I know I mention it every time I sing this song. It was the first song I ever sung from this platform back in 2019 when I was visiting this community as a guest. It is one of my favorite songs in the whole world to sing. Whew.
You were carrying all those books.
I was carrying all those books. I gave the book talk that day, yes. Yeah, I love that talk. Maybe it's time to revisit that talk. That's a good talk. Maybe next week. Hey, I don't have to write a talk for next week. The feature song that I wanted to sing today, and I wanted to sing the feature on the first Sunday of the year, partially because it's my birthday, and I get what I want on my birthday, just like we all should. Today is not my birthday. Thursday was my birthday, but I want to acknowledge and that the author of this month's affirmation, that today is her birthday. So happy birthday, Sandy. This song is from a movie musical called, what is it called? The Greatest Show. Yeah, The Greatest Show. It's about P.T. Barnum. I love this song. Let's just do it.
You stumble through your days, got your head hung low, your sky's a shade of gray. Like a zombie in a maze, you're asleep inside, but you can shake awake, 'cause you're just a dead man walking, thinking that's your only option. But you can flip the switch and brighten up your darkest day. Sun is up and the colors blinding, take the world and redefine it. Leave behind your narrow mind, you'll never be the same. Come alive, come alive. Go and light your light, let it burn so bright, reaching up to the sky, and it's open wide, you're electrified, and the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open, and you know you can't go back again to the world that you've been living in, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. Come alive, I see it in your eyes. You believe that lie, that you need to hide your face, afraid to step outside. So you lock the door, but you don't stay that way. No more living in the shadows. You and me, we know how that goes. 'Cause once you see it, oh, you'll never, never be the same. A little bit of lightning striking, bottled up to keep on shining. You can prove there's more to you. You cannot be afraid. Come alive, come alive. Go and light your light, let it burn so bright, reaching up to the sky, and it's open wide. You're electrified, and the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever need, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open, and you know you can't go back again to the world that you've been living in, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive, come one, come all. You hear the call to anyone who's searching for a way to break free. Come alive, come alive. Go and light your light, let it burn so bright, reaching up to the sky, and it's open wide. You're electrified, and the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever need, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open, and you know you can't go back again to the world that you've been living in, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I love that song. I love the story of Barnum, who is widely considered to be a flim-flam man, someone who was engaged in the practice of manipulation. And yeah, he has that reputation, but did you know he was actually very much a metaphysical practitioner? He was very much rooted in this philosophy. A lot of people don't know that. And I know this about him mostly because I did a different musical about him back in 2006, a musical called Barnum. And I didn't play Barnum in that show. I played a clown. But I understudied Barnum. Never went on. And I'll tell you the reason I never went on is because in that show, you have to walk a tightrope, literally walk a tightrope. It's part of the show. And I tried and trained and I could never get the tightrope walk down. So gratefully, I never had to go on. So one of the people that was sort of a contemporary of his, although I don't think they knew each other, was a woman named Emma Curtis Hopkins. Emma Curtis Hopkins, within New Thought communities and in New Thought circles and teaching, is known as the teacher of teachers. She was perhaps one of the most influential voices in the New Thought movement to ever exist. She was the teacher of Melinda Kramer and Nona Brooks, who were the founders of the Divine Science branch of New Thought. She was a teacher of the Fillmores, Myrtle and Charles Fillmore, who, of course, were the founders of Unity. She was a teacher of Ernest Holmes, who was a founder of religious science. She was a prolific teacher of this philosophy. She was early on, she was involved with Mary Baker Eddy, who went on to found the Christian Science religion. If you want to know more about all of those things, you can take a history class. That's it on the history today. She had this to offer. The world will persist in exhibiting before you what you persist in affirming the world is. The world will persist in exhibiting before you what you persist in affirming the world is. There are a couple aspects to this magnificent quotation. First of all, there's a time element in it, persistence. Persistence. What is it that is persistent in our hearts and in our minds? What is it that is persistent in our hearts and in our minds? Because as she offers here, whatever it is that we are persistent in affirming in our hearts and minds about the world is how we will experience the world. Irrespective of the circumstances, we will experience the world rooted in our frame of mind and in our frame of heart. That's a fundamental premise of the entire New Thought movement. The world will persist in exhibiting before you what you persist in affirming the world is. So how do you choose to see the world? That's a rhetorical question. Just check in. How do you choose to see the world? We will never experience that which we are not willing to express ourselves. We will never experience that which we are not willing to express ourselves, and to be proactive in that. It is very easy to get caught up in what we perceive to be challenging circumstances in life, and to then be in a reactionary state aligned with that vibrational energy. Anyone ever have that experience? Like, oh, the circumstances feel really challenging, and so now I'm going to align myself with that vibrational energy of challenge, and oh, now my life is a challenge. It's very easy in a challenging world to react in that way. But, and I like the word but in this case. Oftentimes I don't like the word but because when you say but, you've negated everything that has preceded what you've just said. So I'm happy to negate the idea that a challenging world is something that I should react to and live within that vibrational energy. So, in a challenging world, it is easier to react aligned with the vibrational energy I receive, but am I giving up choice in the matter by letting my action be reactive and expedient rather than thoughtful? I think a lot of times people want to come to new thought, they come to these spiritual centers and they think, oh, I'm learning something that is contrary to my traditional religion that I was raised in, and now it sounds really right, and now I want everything to just be perfect. But why isn't everything perfect right now? Because we often look for expediency, but we don't need to be expedient. What we are looking to do is train our minds, train our hearts, so that we're not reactive, but proactive in a habitual way. That we are rooting ourselves in a new habit of being, thinking, and feeling. And by the way, this is the first Sunday of the month, so there's a little bit of a back to basics element to today's message. To really understand that as we habitualize the good, we experience the good. And experience is our inner relationship to circumstances. So two people can have the same exact circumstances, but the experience of this person will differ from the experience of this person because of what is in their mind and in their heart. We're all in circumstances, right? You're in a circumstance right now. You're in a circumstance right now. How you choose to be in that circumstance is your experience of the circumstances. Does that make sense? Yeah. We proliferate the common vibration of all that is unless we choose not to. That's the reactive state of mind. That's the reactive state of heart. When we are in reaction, we are proliferating the common vibration. We could view the world, and it's very easy to do this. We could view every time there are people behind me, I always want to make sure that you're in with me. Got it? Awesome. Yes. We could view the world as full of low-frequency vibrations. And the thing is, I experience a lot of people in not in my sphere, but in the greater sphere, who experience the world in low-frequency vibrations. Low-frequency vibrations are vibrations of anger, distrust, resentment. And it's super easy to get caught up in that because we have advertising that tells us that we should be less than. And the news tells us about all the things we should be angry about. And politics tells us everything we should distrust. It's very easy to be in alignment and to resonate with those low-frequency vibrations. So my question then is this: are we persisting in exhibiting this lowness by maintaining as our affirmation things about which we should be angry, distrustful, or resentful? That's how these things are maintained in our experience. In the song, it starts off talking about some of these lower frequency ideas. You stumble through your days. You got your head hung low. Your sky's a shade of gray, like a zombie in a maze. Ooh, I see a lot of zombies around me. Like a zombie, and it's not back here. And I can either look and see that people who are living below a level of awareness and just letting themselves be in a reactionary state, I could judge it. I choose not to judge it. But I can be aware of it. I can see that that is the way some people are experiencing this thing called life. Like zombies in a maze, they're asleep inside. You're asleep inside. I've been asleep inside in my past. Sometimes I still find myself asleep inside. And that's the thing about this philosophy, is it's a consistent unfoldment. There's no destination, period, end of sentence. There is no destination. There is only the manner in which we continue to evolve and grow and thrive. And it's going to look different, and it's going to look different, and it's going to look different. But this lyric, you can shake awake. You can shake awake. It is possible to come alive for each and every one of us with an alternative frequency. We have the capacity to change the tone of our expression and experience, not just in our immediate vicinity. Ooh, that's a great place to start. But we have the capacity, right where each and every one of us is, to change the vibrational tone worldwide. Each and every one of us is the infinite power expressing as us. So the infinite power of creation is existing as each and every one of us. So we have the capacity to allow that infinite nature, which is us, to change. Actually, let's go beyond the world. Let's go to the universe. To shift the entire tone of the universe. Here's the question, are you willing to accept that as a personal responsibility? Yes. Good for you. And the rest of you? Okay, so that's 4. So 7, 8. Okay, I get that. You thought it was rhetorical. What? Well, you're about to go to one of my favorite quotes of Ernest Holmes of all time, which is, "One alone in consciousness with the infinite constitutes a complete majority." One alone in consciousness with the infinite constitutes a complete majority. We have the power, each and every one of us. And if it's only the 8 of us, did you get some agreement back here? Yes? All right, 8, 9, 10, we're up to 11. Numbers are less important than the consciousness by which you choose to experience life and express life. If you are fully immersed in and expressing as the infinite, which is your nature, which is who you are, then right where you are, you can create universal change. And sometimes it's easier when you're in community, which is why we gather together in communities like this. In 1993, there was a study that was done in Washington, D.C. In this study, a group decided to engage in the practice of TM, Transcendental Meditation, collectively, all at the same time, with the purpose of deepening into a realization that we are transcendent, beyond the physical. Our physical is spirit, but that which is us is beyond just the physical. We are part of the infinite wholeness. What happened during that practice of group meditation is violent crime in Washington, D.C. dropped by 23%. They studied this. They actually quantified it. That's the power that we have, each and every one of us. If you think you can't make a difference, you're right. If you think you can't make a difference, you're right. If you think you can make a difference, you're right. How are you choosing to think? How are you choosing to believe? How are you choosing to feel? Because to learn how to think is to learn how to live. I say at the beginning of every celebration, I'm not here to tell you what to think or how to believe or any of that. You get to determine that. Because note that that phrase, to learn how to think is to learn how to live, is not me saying learning what to think is how you will live. How do you think? How do you believe? How do you feel? Those are what are creating your experience. It's about method, not about the content. Every time I teach a prayer class, it's usually the 3rd or 4th class, I try to really impress upon the students in that class, prayer is not a magic incantation. It is not about finding the right words. It's about finding that energy behind the words, because God doesn't speak a language. Think about it. If I were to ask you what language does God speak, what language would it be? It would be all languages and no languages, because language is a limitation in the infinite. And so when you are doing your prayer work, when you're engaged in your spiritual work, I invite you to look less for the right words and allow yourself to feel what is meant to be felt in the experience that you would like to have. It is about method, not about content. That's what's important. One of the ways that we can engage in this, I talked a few weeks ago and invited the homework of engaging in random acts of kindness. I like the acronym SPARK, Spiritual Practice and Acts of Random Kindness. Spark, we get to spark our lives, right? And here's what happens. Did anyone do that homework? Should I start grading people on their homework assignments? No. Here's the thing about random acts of kindness. It is not uncommon that those random acts of kindness, when we engage in them, if we are the ones who are engaging in that random act of kindness, they are sometimes met with shock. Oh my gosh, somebody was nice to me, right? Why are those things so shocking? Why? That's the thing I want to find out. Why are those things so shocking? We are shocked, ultimately, by what is unexpected. What if we lived in a world where kindness was the expectation? Hallelujah. Like, how different would our lives be? How different would our world be if we collectively, let's just start with this room, collectively decided that we were going to live in a world where kindness is expected. That is my expectation. Whenever I go out and I was about to say I go to Dillard's. I don't know why Dillard's comes up. How long has Dillard's been out of business? Oh, they're still open in the Midwest. Okay. I've not spent any time in the Midwest. I don't know why Dillard's comes to mind. So I go out and I go to a department store. There we go. Random department store. And I go in and I can either lead with kindness and expect kindness, or I can lead with something else and expect something else. I think oftentimes I'm looking to see what are the ways that they're trying to manipulate me here. What if I chose to let go of that? This all begins with us, each and every one of us individually, being the change first. We know that quote, be the change you wish to see in the world. We are the energy. We are the infinite energy that allows that change to unfold in all that is. We can begin by up-leveling our frequency in everything we do. In every way we choose to be, we can up-level our frequency. And I want to up-level it. I want to go to those high frequencies of consistent love, consistent kindness, consistent peace, and consistent joy. Just feel the difference in the energy of this room right here and right now by just speaking those words. Not because of the content of the words, but because of the energy that we have infused in those ideas. How different this room feels already. Because what's happening is we're actually engaged in a sympathetic resonance. Sympathetic resonance. You know what sympathetic resonance is? Musicians might know what sympathetic resonance is. So sympathetic resonance is this. You have a passive vibratory body, say a string on a guitar, on a bass guitar. That's sympathetic resonance, actually, right now. Because there's a tone that it's picking up a vibrational expression somewhere in the room, and that string tuned to that frequency is vibrating and sympathetically. If you take a tuning fork and you have another tuning fork that is the same frequency, and you bang that tuning fork and it starts to vibrate, and you put those tuning forks close to each other, the other tuning fork, without actually touching it, will begin to vibrate at the same frequency. That's sympathetic vibration. A passive vibratory body, it responds to external vibrations, to which it has harmonic likeness. So by just expressing the energy of love, kindness, joy, and peace, We are in a sympathetic resonance right here and right now because we are, each and every one of us, in harmonic likeness. I think if we weren't in harmonic likeness, we probably wouldn't all be gathered together in this room. So, sympathetic resonance is a way that we can experience life, because here's the converse side of that. If your frequency is tuned to those low vibrations, you're going to be in sympathetic resonance, and you're going to draw to yourself all of those things which are in alignment with those low vibrational energies. We also get to be in active choice. We can be in active vibration of those high frequencies of love, joy, kindness, and peace. We can set the tone and find that there are those who are in sympathetic resonance with us. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Vibrate harmoniously with and as the energy that I would like to be in alignment with. That's my choice. That's how I choose to be. Do I always succeed at that? Yes. And here's something to consider. Within that, do we need to be the same? No. We just need to be in harmonic likeness. Because what is love, peace, kindness, joy, compassion, whatever it is, the way it vibrates within me is going to express differently than the way it vibrates in every other single person I encounter. So we don't need to be the same. Unity does not mean uniformity. It's an invitation into harmonic likeness. This is how we can activate ourselves and become alive with joy. The Dalai Lama offers this. This is my simple religion. There is no need for temples, no need for complicated philosophy. Our own brain, our own heart is our temple. The philosophy is love and kindness. It's all I choose in every moment. This is my simple religion. There is no need for temples, no need for complicated philosophy. Boy, do we complicate this philosophy. It really does boil down. This philosophy is simple. God is. We are. That's it. That's it. We can broadcast the energy and receive the energy of love, kindness, peace, and joy. So what will you choose for your broadcast to be today? How about alive with joy? Peace and blessings. You are magnificent. If you are new to our community, this is where I give the homework that I might have to start grading every week. This is a back to basics week. Like I said before, I do like to go back to the basics at the beginning of a new year and really engage in some of the premises upon which all of the complications we offer in this philosophy are built. So I'm going to invite you to engage in 4 things to raise your vibration this week. 1, let us start by being aware of our thoughts. Let us start by opening up in awareness to what it is we are thinking. What is the frequency of our thoughts? 2, I'm going to invite us all to start each day with gratitude, in a gratitude practice. What is it when I wake up and I open my eyes? What is it that I am grateful for? It could just be that I have opened my eyes yet again today. Number 3, practice forgiveness. We oftentimes equate forgiveness as this big thing. Oh, I have to forgive. Well, you don't have to do anything. But I'm going to invite us to practice forgiveness in a microcosmic expression. What are the little things that I can choose to forgive? I mean, do we conceive of forgiveness as a grand thing? Because that's part of it, yes. But sometimes I think we forget there are microcosmic elements to our life. Let us practice forgiveness for those things we perceive as small. And the 4th one is practice extreme kindness, no matter what you are faced with. No matter what. If you're on the phone with that customer service representative, if you have to return something to Dillard's, and you're getting something other than kindness, your role perhaps might be to vibrate at the frequency of kindness, no matter what. I'm going to invite us all to relax right where we are. Just take this opportunity to see what has resonated vibrationally in this moment through this experience. And if there's something that has profoundly vibrated more than anything else, allow yourself to let that settle into the heart space, opening up in awareness, opening up in gratitude, letting the self forgive anything that perhaps is unlike it, and cradling it with kindness.
Embrace the stillness. Embrace the breath. Embrace the spirit of love. Embrace the stillness. Embrace the light. Embrace the power of love. Right here in this moment, I choose to allow an easeful awareness, deepening into this understanding that there is only one presence, there is only one power, there is only one light, there is only one life, there is only love. Love, a synonym for God, universal spirit. I remind myself that the experience of God is beyond the words we use to describe it. It is a felt sensation, and so God is the feeling tone of all that is. And I trust and know that we are, each and every one of us, vibrations within the infinite feeling tone of infinity. That we are the power, we are the presence, we are the love, we are the light, we are the magnificence of this divine creative source. This is our identity. There can be no separation from the infinite. So I understand and trust and accept that this is so. I relax in this moment, knowing that the word I speak is backed by the creative energy, and that the words I speak are not about the words, but about the energy behind the words that say yes to kindness, yes to love, yes to compassion, yes to all the high vibrational frequencies I choose to exhibit and express and experience. And it is with gratitude and appreciation overflowing that I simply allow the magnificent unfoldment to do its perfect work. I let it be so, I trust it as so, and I affirm it as so by saying, and so it is. Amen. Embrace the stillness. Embrace the now. Embrace the spirit of love. Embrace the stillness. Embrace the breath. Embrace the spirit of love.
Making his way to the platform is one of our magnificent staff ministers. Please welcome Reverend William Gill. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy New Year. Today we learn from the Dalai Lama and from Reverend Jonathan that there is no need for temples. However, we do choose to gather together in a temple as a community. Now, in the religion of my upbringing, the hierarchy of the religion would send money to the local churches for them to do what they need to do. And that is not the case in Unity. In Unity, the koinonia, the fellowship, the congregation, you is what gives life to the Unity Center. So today, I invite you to continue to give life to this Unity Center by sharing of your financial prowess. Today, you can share by giving cash, checks, money orders.
Yeah.
That's what they usually say, cash, check, money orders.
We do have a member who sends in a money order.
Okay.
Every single month. Yeah.
See, that worked. Up here on the wall, there will be a square thing, a QR code, and you can point your phone's camera app. Don't take the picture, just point the phone camera app to the square, and a little pop-up will show up, and you tap on that, and it takes you to our website where you can give electronically. And also there is a number where you can text to get a link to give electronically. However, what I really want to say is the koinonia, the fellowship, the congregation, you is what gives life to this Unity Center. And I encourage you to continue to share your life with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend William. As the baskets go around, William, we have a new song today.
God is my source, God is my power, and I have everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, 'cause I have everything I need. Let's sing love. Love is my source, love is my power, and I have everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, 'cause I have everything I need. Joy, joy is my source, joy is my power, and I have everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, 'cause I have everything I need. Peace, peace is my source, peace is my power, and I have everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, 'cause I have everything I need. God, God is my source, God is my power, and I have everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, 'cause I have everything I need. Yes, I have everything I need.
Yeah. Mirta Nebeker, with that beautiful meditation, I echo Laura's words. It was a beautiful meditation. And Mirta is here to guide us in the blessing of today's offering.
So we're going to energize our hands to energize our gifts. So now we bless
these gifts.
And
we see these gifts going out and blessing our community and the world. And so it is. Amen. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mirta. Here's what's happening at Unity of Tucson.
Sunday, January 7th, 2024, and here's what's happening at Unity of Tucson. Are you interested in learning more about Unity of Tucson and what membership means? Join Reverend Jonathan Saturday, January 13th at 10 a.m. for our next quarterly membership orientation meeting. You can join in person or via Zoom. RSVP by sending an email to revjonathan@unitytucson.com. Have you ever considered that one of your highest spiritual paths might be your relationship to others? Join Waverly Farrell and Vicki Doolittle for an exploration of the spiritual aspects of relationship. This 5-week course starts Tuesday, January 16th at 6 p.m. Sign up now in the Desert Light Bookstore or contact Waverly Farrell to reserve your spot. Join us Wednesday, January 17th for Soul Flow, a night of gentle vinyasa yoga followed by expressive free-form dance. Oscar Rodriguez and Sherry Hoffman guide you through the practice beginning at 6 p.m. Soul Flow is offered on a suggested $10 love offering basis. Finally, unveil the legacy of Transcendentalism in New Thought. Join Dr. Jonathan in his next 8-week class beginning January 18th, 2024 at 6 p.m. Delve into the profound teachings in Ralph Waldo Emerson's essays. Discover the connections between Emerson's philosophy and the development of the New Thought movement. Emerson's Essays meets every Thursday from January 18th through March 7th. Register today at the Desert Light Book and Gift Store or online at unitytucson.com. You can find out more about all of our events, classes, and other ways to get involved in our spiritual community by visiting the Desert Light Book and Gift Store or online at unitytucson.com. Have an amazing and magnificent week.
There's something that occurred to me as I was looking at the Soul Flow video, that we show a person doing a yoga pose that probably no one in this room can do. Please know that those are not yoga poses you will be expected to engage in Soul Flow, but we'd love to see you at Soul Flow. Making her way up to the platform is the chair of our events committee and was the chair of our magnificent gala, Karen Ives. Will you please welcome her?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to thank everyone that participated in any way to Unity's 2023 Gratitude Gala and Silent Auction. It was one of our largest events, and you made it a success. Please give yourselves a round of applause for bringing in over 22,000 profit for our spiritual center. Ideas are being formulated into events for 2024. Should you have an idea or suggestion for an event or how to improve an event, please share them with Jonathan or myself. You can also write out a suggestion and place it in the basket, which is in the foyer. I will be in the foyer after service to help give you any ideas or answer any questions. At this time, we're planning another gala, amazing concerts, and some new exciting fun-filled gatherings for 2024. One fundraising event will be coming back this year, which will be the Spiritual Center Recirculation Sale, or in other words, a yard sale. This is going to occur in March. So as the new year is beginning, we often feel that urge to start purging the old to make room for the new. So please, place those items that you're thinking about purging aside and donate them for the yard sale. Okay? We will provide further information in the next few weeks as that unfolds. Anyone willing to assist with this fundraiser, please attend a meeting in 2 weeks, January 21st, after church. I encourage your involvement in these events as it is through your tithing of your time and your talents that the prosperity flows forth, providing for our spiritual growth here at Unity. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Some of you may be wondering, hey, it's the first Sunday of the month. What happened to birthdays? As you were entering, you may have been invited to let us know if you were having a birthday in the month of January by one of our greeters. Well, we're adding something this year. We're adding anniversaries. If you're having an anniversary in the month of January, you are welcome to fill out one of the ballot slips that are in the lobby. One of the things that we are going to change is, because we're now going to have our potluck on the first Sunday of every month, we're going to do the draw for the ballots during the potluck. So stick around for the potluck, enjoy the potluck, and we will do the draw during the potluck. So yes, I wanted to make sure that you knew that that was happening. But if you are celebrating a birthday, we would love to sing to you. Would you please raise your hand or stand up so that we can acknowledge anyone who's celebrating today? And I'm among them because I had my birthday on Thursday. So let us sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Yes, we love to celebrate. We love to celebrate. Will you please welcome to the platform Jessica Brunk, who runs our youth and family ministries. Hi, Jessica. Looks like you had a fun time today.
We did have a fun time today. We had no sugar, but lots of energy today. It was one of those mornings. So we did New Year's Part 2 because a lot of us weren't here last week. So we got to do our stones and set our intentions for the year again and what we wanted more of, because there's still 358 days left. So plenty of days to have our new intentions. So we have, and some of us don't know how to write words yet, so we drew pictures on it, which I thought was pretty cool. So we have friendship. We want more dancing in our lives this year, more joy, more love. Anyway, so we had a really great morning. We also played Jenga, which some of you may recall that you wrote on Jenga blocks some fun things for us to do as we're playing. So anyway, we had a really good time. We did everything from dance like a chicken to hug ourselves, to hug each other, to laughing out loud, to touching our nose with our tongue. Some of us can do that. So anyway, it was a wonderful morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. And I have a surprise for you. We actually have 359 days left this year because it's a leap year. Yay! I want to say thank you to everybody who made today's magnificent celebration the glorious experience that it is and continues to be. I want to say thank you to our keepers of the flames, my mom, Lynn, and Laura. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guiding us in meditation and also offering the blessing, let us give our gratitude for Mirta, our prayer chaplain. Reading, affirmation, and prayer, thank you so much, Nancy, for your generosity today in sharing. And Mirta and Nancy are the prayer chaplains who will be on duty following the celebration today. So if you are looking for a moment of prayer after the celebration, they will remain here in the sanctuary. You can seek them out, and they will be willing to offer you some prayer. You can also let your prayer intentions be known by writing them out on a prayer intention form and putting them in the box, which is in our lobby. So there are many ways to engage in prayer here at Unity of Tucson. I want to say thank you to our sharing speaker today, Reverend William. Thank you so much for sharing today. And also to Karen Ives for letting us know that wonderful news about the gala. Yes, I want to say thank you to our magnificent technical team, Wally and Jim and Rowan and Kyle back there. And I don't want to leave out Sherry Hoffman, who also serves as our stage manager. And sometimes I forget that she's part of the tech team as well. And thank you for all that you do. Yes. Thank you to our hospitality team. It is Potluck Sunday, so don't rush right out to the parking lot. When you're done today, go to the right and engage with potluck with us. I want to say thank you to our hospitality team, our greeters, our ushers. It takes a village. And I want to say thank you to you for your presence here. Let's give it up for this magnificent music team, Linda and Raphael and Paul. Thank you. I will accept that. Thank you. Beryl said, and me, so thank you. Thank you very much. As we complete our time here, let's share together this prayer of divine awareness. I am infinite light. I am infinite love. I am infinite power. I am infinite presence. Wherever God is, I am. Wherever I am, God is. And so it is. Amen. Feel free to move your bodies.
I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. Makes me feel so good. I can do most anything. I am loving every living thing. just no one less or more. And we've all got the same treasure in store. That's why I'm loving every living thing. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. Makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. I'm believing in my guiding light. No matter what comes, it always turns out right. I just dig down to how I feel. I take a deep breath and then grab the wheel. So I'm believing in my guiding light. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. Makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. Makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. It makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. It makes me feel so good, I can do most anything.